If you're the kind that pays attention to details in video games, you might have noticed that Infinity Blade is really specific in how long it tells us has passed between events in each of the games. Rather than just saying later or next generation, we get told how long has passed between the sacrifices in Infinity Blade 1 and between Rebirths in Infinity Blade 2 and 3. In the latter two, however, you may have also noticed that there's a huge difference in time between Rebirths in the two games. Why is that? Is the time frame shown in IB2 way too long? Let's find out. Put simply, between cases of Rebirth in IB2 and 3, they differ in some way in both travel and rebirth procedure. Let's take a look at the exact nature of the journey Siris is taking in both games. In IB2, the number of years given alternates between 2 and 3 years, averaging 2.5 over the course of the game. So let's follow Siris and see what happens. At the end of each life of the Vault of Tears, Siris triggers a seal and dies. Problem is, Siris' QIP can't do what other Deathless usually do, and jump into a new, pre-manufactured bud in a rebirth chamber because there is no other bud for it to jump into. So let's start the timer and see how long this whole thing takes. To get back to the Phoenix chamber by Sadie's estate and start rebirth, Tell lobs off a piece of Siris, possibly one of his fingers, and walks all the way back to the rebirth chamber. And who knows how long this part takes. Does Tell walk all day and night? Does he walk slower than the average human due to his smaller stature? Is he running the whole time? Does he transubstantiate and take a different form to travel faster? When he has to cross the sea back to Lantmore, does he charter a boat? Does he swim? Once he does make it back to the rebirth chamber near Sadie's, he sticks the finger in the tub of regeneration goo and must wait for Siris to regenerate from that finger over the course of weeks. Then, starting at the rebirth chamber, Siris has to make his way back to Saranthia by taking a boat to the mainland, followed by traveling to Saranthia with some time spent somewhere in that journey to get equipment. Similar to Tell, there's a lot of questions to be asked about how this happens. Does Siris have a boat to cross the sea? Does he earn passage on a boat? On the other side, does he buy equipment, loot it, or earn it somehow? Does he walk to Saranthia and or ride a horse? What kind of detours does he have to take due to terrain or enemies? Given all those discrepancies and unknown factors on the trip each way, a couple of years for that whole process doesn't seem too unrealistic. In IB3, on the other hand, things are a little different. While Siris and Issa have to take a boat and then walk to wherever they're going over the course of days or weeks, the journey back is non-existent. At the end of their mission, Siris and Issa immolate themselves, and this isn't just so that they can free up their QIP for rebirth. This process, while evidently painful, completely destroys their current bud and causes their QIP to seek out a different body entirely. In this case, a bud back at the hideout. Because of this, they save any time that would be spent physically traveling back or waiting for regeneration. It's this that basically cuts the process of regen and rebirth from weeks to hours. So no, there isn't some magical advance in Deathless technology that makes rebirths faster or anything, just changed circumstances. Hopefully that clears up what I've seen can be a confusing discrepancy in the lore for some. Do you have a question about Infinity Blade lore or something that confuses you? Definitely let me know about it in the comments below. As usual, I've been the Archivist. I'll see you all next time, and hell take us all.